Hey, what's up everybody? This is Aaron. If you like my channel, please like, share, subscribe, or just hit that like button. I just wanted to give you some daily dose of inspiration that whatever problems you're going through, we can overcome it. You can overcome the problems that you're facing. The solution is in the problem itself. And I just wanted to share with you this guy's story. It was really inspiring to me. And he's a multi-millionaire, I think in marketing or something. And his story is really inspiring to me in that he was absolutely homeless. And if you think about it, he was homeless, but yet he still held on to his dream, his goal, his passion. And even if this guy's basic human needs were taken away from him, showering, food, shelter, even love from other people, all of those basic human needs that you need to function properly were taken away. But the thing is here, that did not stop him from still believing and still pursuing his passion or his goal, his end goal in mind. And what he did was take in information. He stopped blaming his environment, and he said he had to take action right away. He had to take in information on what other people are doing, how are they making money, and he was taking information. The thing is here, his basic human needs, in your needs, food, shelter, water, clothing, were taken away from him. How many of us can say, if we were in that situation, absolutely living on the street, would we still have the power to control our minds and say, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire? Or would you think we would give in to the pressure of not having food, not having clothing, not having a house, and not having anywhere safe to sleep? It's just mind-blowing how this dream, this passion of his withstood his basic human needs. And that's what carried him and propelled him towards his goal every single day, even when everything was taken away from him. Now let's hear some of the story.
Save up enough money to just be in a motel for the night. And I mean, like, the nastiest motel, but for me, it was just taking in my environment, seeing how other people hustle, how I can do it better. Someone taught me how to play drums on buckets and things like that, and so I just tried to do any type of hustle that I could.
So he started trying to do every kind of hustle that he could do. He was taking in information from his environment. And see right there, that thinking is, he's no longer a victim. He's acting upon his environment, how he can manipulate it and be a little bit successful every day.
I just started to learn how others were moving and kind of adapted throughout. For me, it's opening your mind and opening yourself to people. I think a lot of people, they are ignorant. They are like rejecting change. Travel. Get out of your comfort zone. Meet people from all different types of backgrounds. If you want to build a product or service or company that you want to build at scale, and your friends are only the homies that you've been hanging out with since middle school, probably should meet some more people. Get to know them. Travel the world. And even if you don't have the resource to travel, the internet, learn about different cultures, learn about different people. You're at that computer, you tell me what you want to do, I tell you, this is how you search, this is how you find those resources. Now you gotta actually go and learn.
He said, now you got to actually go learn. We have to take upon that action upon ourselves and have the discipline to sit down and say, I'm going to learn this It's going to better my life. I'm going to learn it. It's going to take a while, but it's something that's going to make my life better.
You have to be able to show people that there's other options, and that's what spreading seeds is all about. Showing people that they can actually do something different.
See, what he's trying to say is showing people. He's trying to change other people's lives that were in his exact situation. So he's coming from abundant mindset, a successful mindset. It's not a selfish, it's not a me mindset. Most of today's culture in our society is me, 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 me. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the marketplace demand. But a very successful person, in which what I read with Steve Seibold and MJ DeMarco, Millionaire Fastlane, is this guy. He's still thinking about other people's needs, and he's trying to solve them.
There's one thing being homeless, but there's another thing having everything taken away from you.
Exactly. He was homeless and he had everything taken away from him. Can you just imagine? Like, we complain about little things in our lives, not going this way, but and you might complain about that and you haven't reached your goal. But this guy had your basic human rights, your basic human needs were taken away. How many of us can stand here and say, I would still be successful? I don't know. Not too many, maybe.
I was literally living out of my car. And so even though I was homeless, I was still trying to uphold the appearance of everything being okay. When that moment happened, it was like, whoa, this is rock bottom. Because now, all my clothes are gone. All the cool shoes, all the things that were material, that, I tried to fake it until I figured things out, were gone now. And not only that, all the elements, so now rain and snow and all these things would get in the car, so it was like mildewy and smelly, and so I smelled, right?
His clothing that he wore all the time, he just said, was moldy, mildewy, and smelly. Can you imagine that? And then you still have the courage and passion to believe that you will achieve and you will become a multimillionaire? Well, you've been wearing the same clothes for so long. They're moldy and smelly. Could you actually believe that you could achieve to be a multimillionaire? Well, this guy did. It's amazing.
And so for me, in that moment, I understood that, wow, I thought things were bad, but things are really, really bad at this point. And now I can't pretend anymore. I just have to really embrace this. I think a lot of times when we're going through things, we kind of try to figure out how we're going to finesse our way into people not knowing that things are wrong. Instead of just saying, this is my life. This is real now. You have like these brief moments of kind of peace until like the next accident happens, right?
Wow, he said you have this brief moments of peace until the next accident happens. And I feel as though that's a very profound statement. That we live like that every single day. We live on ups and downs. We do things that we want, that we feel comfortable with. And even if those things are unhealthy, like we take in unhealthy information or we do unhealthy things to our bodies. And then when stuff happens, panic sets in. So we're kind of on autopilot most of the time. And when we're on autopilot, we're just going to do whatever makes us feel comfortable. It's very successful people, they live outside of their comfort level. They're always pushing their mind and body to do better. They're always conscious of that. How can I do things better? Okay.
right? And that's just life in general. You know, it's never going to be complete smooth sailing. One of the things that I've noticed about a lot of people is that they let the hardships and things that happen in their life, failure, stop them from, like Aaliyah says, you know, dust yourself off.
If you manage a team, you have to try and like it.
Oh, sorry about that. Please stay in mind. Stay with me here. I think we're on to something. We're learning about this guy. So this guy captured the essence of what being successful is all about and achieving your goals. If we can learn from him, that'd be awesome.
Right? And for me, I've just never let anything or anybody prevent me from achieving what I want to achieve. So I've always had this relentless mentality. And if you say I can't do something,
relentless mentality. Those are some kind of common themes I'm reading throughout different books. A relentless mentality of developing these behaviors every single day and acting upon them every single day. Successful behaviors, things that are going to make you better. And one of those attributes is relentless.
If I fail, if I, mess up, it just motivates me even more. I just become even more hungry. And so I've always just had this, relentless mentality. I don't take, no for an answer. I don't take failure or accept failure at all. And it's just always been kind of in my heart to not give up. It's the rose that grew from concrete, right? It's like, no matter how terrible a situation is, no matter how bad it is, there's still going to be a rose that grows from that concrete. And I feel like I was that, right? No matter what my situation was, I was built for this. I was not going to let myself fail, right? And I have that mentality. And I understand that now that I grew from that concrete, I'm starting to plant my seeds. And there's more roses growing.
Alright, if you like my channel, please like, share, subscribe. Just remember this guy's story. He was absolutely homeless. His clothes were moldy, smelly. His basic human rights were taken away. Just his basic human needs, I mean his human needs. Food, water, shelter, clothing. But yet, he still had the manage and the persistence to not only survive, but now he's thriving. Now he's a multi-millionaire. Why? Because the power of your mind is very powerful, and even if your basic human rights are taken away, and you still have control of your mind and control of your thoughts and your goals, that is very powerful. All right, Aaron signing out.